This is just something that you can make if you happen to have some fruit around, particularly pears. And I like to make a dressing with mustard for this. Now what I do is put some grainy mustard in a bowl, about a tablespoon or so. And then I add a little bit of honey. Just mix the honey in with the mustard. And then I get some red wine vinegar, put that in, so I have a really smooth mixture. Add a little bit of salt. You notice I'm not using a recipe for this. Add a little bit of salt, and then, again, drizzle in some extra virgin olive oil. And of course, you're going to taste this to correct it if it needs to be corrected. But I know that it's probably perfect. And let me just try. Tastes good to me. Okay, so that can stay off to the side. And now we have to prepare our salad greens. Now to do that, you want to make sure that you have your greens really well washed. And I like to do this in a salad spinner. So I take and put the salad in the spinner with water. Then I dump the excess water out. You can do a different mixture of greens with this. Bring the spinner over and put the top on, and then, press on the top to spin those greens as dry as you could possibly get them, because you don't want to put a dressing on really wet greens because it just isn't going to adhere. So you spin them dry, and then, depending on what your pleasure is, you take those greens, and if they're really fresh, they're going to just be so crispy, you can hear it as you tear them up into the salad bowl. Put them in your salad bowl. You do this just before now you're ready to serve. Really get them well washed. And you see how fresh this is? It's absolutely wonderful. Though I think that's enough for the two of us, don't you? There are the greens. Put this aside now because we don't need that. And now we can add different things to this. And I like pears in this particular salad because I'm going to be using some cheese with this. So you want to get pears that are not super hard, and when you press your finger into it, it yields a little bit to the pressure. So all you want to do is take some ripe pears. You could use a Williams pear, you could use an Anjou pear, you could use Basque pear. Any type of pear that you want to use is fine for this. Cut the pear in half, then cut it again around the pit, the stem. And then if you're going to do this ahead of time, you want to make sure that you hold these pear slices in some lemon juice, but we're going to be eating this right away. And now what we want is that Gorgonzola. And for this recipe, I love to use a really sharp Gorgonzola. Here is a Gorgonzola picante. And all I want to do is cut off a piece of that. This is a cheese that comes from northern Italy, from Gorgonzola. I crumble the cheese into the salad over the top, just like that. Put a little bit more in. And now I can put on my dressing. So make sure it's well mixed. The dressing goes over the top. Remember, we didn't even measure that. Now we get 2 more spoons. Toss gently to combine all those ingredients so the walnuts go over the top. And who wouldn't love trying something a little different? Pears, Gorgonzola, and fresh greens.